because from study group it turns to gossip groups. And honestly, as sweet as that can be, sometimes the tea can be really really hot, but the exams are hotter. It is I, your favorite YouTuber, Gold Usman, and today I'm giving you advice from a 400 level medical student. I'm filming in my dorm today. This is the first time I'm doing this. I'm doing a sit down video, and from the title of today's video, you already know I'm a 400 level medical student. Can I hear a round of applause? Like, give me my flowers in the comment section. Yes, tell me congratulations. My first MB results came out a few weeks ago. I passed all my courses without receipt or repeat, and yeah, all praise goes to God. Yes, of course. Without him, couldn't have done any of this. Obviously, I wouldn't be here right now. Moving on, I'm going to be giving you guys tips and advice from me to you. So let me be your big sister today. Okay, I have my book over here so that I don't forget anything at all. Medical school must not always seem as a horror movie. Because when I was coming to medical school, oh, you're going to read a lot, you're not going to have time for yourself. God be the glory, I have had a lot of time for myself. I have achieved a lot as an 18-year-old. I have really done a lot for myself, and that's basically because of some of the tips I'm about to share with you right now. Okay? Medical school once seemed like a weapon fashioned against me. Sometimes it still feels that way. But you know what the Bible says? Any weapon fashioned against me shall not prosper. Even if you were the best in secondary school, no, that doesn't work here. Even if your jam is 401, I basically feel without effort, without you putting in the right effort, you will flunk out. You would get dropped, and it will really really shock you. But I'm here to help, and I'm here to ease the tension of medical school. Medical school is not that hard. I always say this. I just feel yes, it's very bulky, but it's not that hard. It's a lot of information to take at once, but it's not that hard. If anybody can do it, as my mother would say, if somebody else can do it, you can do it too. People have done it before you, and people do it after you, so you will do it. Speak life. Always speak about yourself in the best way possible. Say, I am blessed and highly favored. This exam, I will conquer it. It is too little for me. I would pass it. Say good things about yourself. Always learn to say good things about yourself. I think I'll start with that. Don't say, oh, it's too hard. Don't use your mouth to prophesy bad against yourself. Do you understand? Don't use your mouth to say something bad about yourself. Don't use it to say something against your situation. The Bible says that the mouth has the power of life and death. So I beg you, speak life into whatever it is that you're doing. Speak life into, oh, this course is simple. Anatomy is not simple, but this course is simple for me. I go to SMAN. Anatomy is simple for me. I go to SMAN. I am good in all my endeavors. I go to SMAN. My hands are blessed. The works of my hands are blessed. Say things like this. Speak it into existence. Develop a study routine. Develop a study routine so you avoid last minute cramming. For some part of my exams, I did la cram la pour, and it wasn't even the easiest. But develop a good study routine, have active recall in your routine, have spaced repetition. There's sometimes where I just sit down and I start remembering something and I say it out, and if I'm wrong, I research it. Do you understand? But I believe that I can't read every day. But I try to read 5 times a week, and I try to read 4 to 6 hours a day in those 5 times a week, or 6 to 10 hours, especially on Saturdays where I'm not really doing anything. I batch create content and I read. Those are the major 2 things I do. Do you understand? Saturdays, Sundays, all of that. You need to develop a study routine that works for you. Know yourself. You can't follow what somebody else is doing. One of my friends, what she does that it's very easy for her to read directly from her notes. Me, I used to find it hard to read directly from my notes. I have to rewrite the notes. I've ever rewritten 33 pages of notes. Why am I saying 33? 60 something pages of notes just to read it again. So find a study routine that really works for you and helps with time accommodation, helps you manage your time. Okay, so you try active recall, you try spaced repetition. I love active recall. That's why I do a lot of past questions. Do a lot of past questions because they repeat these questions. Medical school is the same everywhere in the world. Another method I love to use is the Pomodoro method. First of all, I have developed some sort of a short attention span. So what I do is that I read for 30 minutes, rest for 5 minutes, or read for 45 minutes, rest for 7 minutes. minutes, and in that 7 minutes use 2 minutes to edit, 3 minutes to scroll, 1 minute to drink water and pee, like that type of thing. Especially when I really want to achieve a lot that day, when I want to read a lot, I want to be very productive. The Pomodoro method helps 4 hours look like 10 minutes sometimes. So you just have to tell yourself the honest truth. If I sit down here for 45 minutes, take a break for 5 7 minutes, come back, I'll do well. Like, you'll be able to grasp a lot, you know. Read in a way that you can answer questions. Read in a way that you'll be able to reproduce the knowledge. Don't read to cram, like I said before. Read to be able to reproduce the knowledge, because as doctors, you need to be able to answer on the spot. You need to be able to answer questions on the spot. So you also need to be able to read to reproduce that knowledge. You need to be able to read in a way that someone can see on the road and ask you, oh, what is so and so, and you're like, okay, this is this. Do you understand? That's why you always have to be on your toes. You have to read 5 times a week. It's a lot, but you would get used to the system. And once you have acclimatized to that system, you would find it very easy. Once you've told yourself that, okay, this is this, you've come to reality with it fast. Don't take time to dwell on it. Me, I took a whole semester to dwell on the fact that I'm a medical student. In my 200 level, I was crying. I woke up and I'm like, I can't do this. I'm waking up every day. I'm waking up early, and I'm not really a morning person, but I want to start being a morning person. I'm not really a morning person, and I would cry. I don't need to go for my 8 a.m. classes. Like, it used to be a lot for me, but by the grace of God, I have been strengthened, and I have really remembered that, oh, my father is paying 10 million naira and even going to be more very soon for my fees. So I also have to consider that I'm not the only person on the chopping block if they are chopping. So I have to stay on that block. As I said before, practice a lot of past questions. Teach others. Be very open to teaching others. Ask somebody, oh, do you understand this? Would you like us to do this? Discussions help. I love discussing. I love group discussions, but at the same time, the group you are in can affect you a lot. Study groups have to be very brutal. You have to be honest. If I'm around this person, will I read or will I gist? Because from study group, it turns to gossip groups, and honestly, as sweet as that can be, sometimes the tea can be really, really hot, but the exams are hotter. Like, there's just sometimes that we will come to reality and we're like, okay, guys, so that we will not be telling each other, sorry, let's actually just get this over with. Do you understand? You have to pick and choose your study groups very well. I usually advise like 4 people, 5 people that really, if you can, because sometimes 5 is a crowd. So 2 people can do study groups, 3 people, you can choose your roommates, do active records with your roommates. That is why they always have maybe medical hostel. They always try to put medical students together, because you can't do it alone. Very hard to see someone that reads alone. Not one person knows everything. That's just basically it. So I have information, you have information, we exchange. You always have someone that goes to class. If you're not someone that always goes to class, always have a friend that always goes to class, so that when you're reading with that person will say, oh, this lecturer mentioned this lecturer mentioned that. There are questions from my anatomy MB that came out were questions that they said they were going to set in class. The lecturer just say, oh, this is a very good question, or this is a question I'm going to set for your exam. And you might think it's a joke, but that's what actually came out. Like, I was just so shocked. But basically, that always have someone that goes to class, so that you can always tap from what that person learned. Do you understand? Even if you're not going for all your classes, but I advise, pick and choose, go for your classes. I didn't go for all of my classes. I'm not the most punctual. I find it very hard to function 8 to 6 5 times a week. I'm not going to lie. So sometimes when I come back to drink water, I fall asleep or something like that, because I'll still get ready by 9 and go out and read again. So the system in my school is very, very tight, if I may say. It's not the easiest for us. Obviously, you will not be taught everything in class. You have to go over your textbooks, your notes, make use of ChatGPT. ChatGPT needs to get a percentage from my school fees, because at this point, ChatGPT would, if I'm talking about a disease, they help me break the disease down. They give me the fundamentals depending on what I ask them for. They have the resources. You can tell them to search this particular website. You can tell them to create 60 MCQs with answers from a particular PDF. I always import my PDFs, my class notes into ChatGPT and tell them that, okay, break it down for me or explain it more for me. Make questions for me that I can practice on a hard level, on a medium level, on an easy level, stuff like that. Do you understand? Download diagrams, learn your diagrams. Diagrams always give you marks in exams. So I advise you to learn your sketches, your diagrams. They always give you mark, because the lecturer know you know what you're talking about. I can do a video on how to answer questions as a medical student, because mind you, a lot of people don't know this. It's not like answering questions in 100 levels. It's not like answering why question. There is a way you're supposed to answer questions as a medical student. And if you want that, let me know in the comment section. Okay. Prioritize your time. I can't say this enough. Time management, routines. Routines are what sets you apart from the crowd. Set realistic goals for yourself. Realistic daily goals, weekly goals, monthly goals. There are a lot of times where I talk about my book. I have a book. In this book, I write today's date, and this is what I'm going to do today on the 22nd of March. This is what I'm going to do. I have like 4 things: wash, losing my hair. I can say read this, and I have like 3 bullets saying read anatomy. In anatomy, this is what I'm reading. In physiology, this is what I'm reading. Then practice questions on biochemistry. Something like that. Always set realistic goals for yourself. Don't set 15 things that you know you cannot do in that day. Do you understand? Set monthly goals. For this month, I want to cover the whole of this syllabus. I want to revise my 200 level first work, all of that. Always set realistic goals for yourself. Divide your time, spread your time, like manage your time properly. Okay, always have time to eat, always have time to sleep, always have time for recreational activities. Basically, that's my advice. Let people that you give your time know that, oh, she's actually giving us her time. This is just about you knowing your worth. Like, oh, I have a very busy schedule, but I came all this way to see you, so you have to treat me with special care. So let these people know that, oh, her time is very limited, but she came to see us with the time that she has as a medical student. Let them feel that way, because that's just the way it is. Who does not deserve your time, do not give your time to. We don't have the luxury of wasting time in this course. Time is a lot. You cannot. Have you ever sat down in your exam and said, if I sat down to read this instead of going out that time, I would know it? May it never be your portion in Jesus' name. But you basically get what I'm saying. Set boundaries between yourself and your course mates. Know where the laugh stops and the play starts. Like, know where all of that. Just set boundaries. Most importantly, I advise not even smiling with all of them like that. Like, have your friends, and that's basically it. You don't need to know everybody in class. Temisha, I don't know about you, but Temi. Most importantly, I advise you to take care of your health. I was always falling sick in my 200 level. I was in and out of the hospital, going for blood tests from malaria to malaria to malaria. Like, always take care of your health. Stay hydrated. As my mother would say, drink water, please. Like, drink a lot of water. If you need to be on vitamins, take vitamins. Take fruits. Always take fruits. Try and take your fruits. Don't neglect this thing, because we don't have normal routine. We're always stressed most of the time, always looking burnt out. So I advise you to take care of your health. Take care of your health in the best way possible, because you don't want to be falling sick before exams. You would hate it. I had a test one time and I was sick. I wasn't able to read anything that well. I was only able to answer the objectives and touch. Like, when they ask you theoretical questions, you're supposed to answer like a doctor, and you're answering like, here, take this, the main points that you're looking for. Not really. Do you understand? So that really made me sad, and I started taking care of my health. I started taking more vitamins. Like, I have iron deficiency, so I started taking supplements for that, all of that. So just prioritize your health. Also prioritize your looks. Stop looking like your problems, please. To all the medical students there that are doing all back and making videos, and our parents are seeing it. For those of us, me, that don't do all back and walk around, go to class, please stop it. Stop it. Prioritize your looks. There's some schools that allow nails. They allow you to do your nails, like short kept nails. Do it. Paint your toenails. Get your lashes done if they allow you to do your lashes. Like, look presentable. Change your hair once your hair is old. Like, take care of your skin. Make time for self-care. I am an advocate for this. Always take care of yourself. Always look good. Always look presentable. Always make sure you have lip gloss on. Make sure you never have chapped lips. Make sure you never have rumpled clothes. That's what I'm working on. But make sure you never have rumpled clothes. Don't go out with rumpled clothes. Look like someone that has their life together. Look the part that you want. Dress your miracle. Look established. Look like a doctor. Do you understand what I'm saying? Doctors don't look haphazard. Don't do that to yourself. Get cute every single time. Romanticize your mornings. When you take your morning shower, I have to wake up early to take my shower because I have days where I have a body scrub, I do my body care routine. Do you understand? I don't play about it. You can ask my classmates, like my friends. You can ask my friends. I don't play about looking good. I always have to come looking good. Even if that is maybe I didn't wake up on the right side of the bed, I will come out looking good. Try and take a sport or exercise, gym, take a sport, take walks. Some of us walk from our department to the hostel and feel like that's enough. Sometimes it is because today I did 11,000 steps, but that 11,000 steps isn't every day. Do you understand? So I'm going back into playing basketball. I told myself after 300 level I'm going to go back to playing basketball. So I'm going back into playing basketball. I advise you do something like that. Maybe play basketball within your school, take walks. If there's a gym, go to the gym. I know my brother goes to the gym in his school. So next tip is for you to build yourself. Develop discipline, develop a routine. Like I said before, a routine sets you apart from the crowd. So develop a routine, develop discipline, know when to prioritize things in the state of urgency or importance. Like know what is more important for you. Learn to say no to unnecessary commitments that are going to waste your time. Clock that. I'm going to say it again. Learn to say no to unnecessary commitments that are going to waste your time. You know, okay, you want to go out, do you have a test tomorrow? There's some people that will go out and be ready for that test tomorrow. Let me just tell you the honest truth. I can be one of them, depending on the course. Do you understand? So if you see me, oh, good is going out, good is getting good grades, how is she doing it? It's because I have learned to prioritize my time. I have learned when to record content and when not to. Throughout the first quarter of the year, I haven't been online. That's because I was prioritizing what came first, which was my exams. And after that, content continues. That's basically just life for me. Do you understand? I have told myself what is important when it is important. Sometimes I really crave creating content. I really love the whole like journey of creating content, but I have to sit down for this time, put my head down, read my books, and after that, once I get my desired results, straight back into it. Now you have to establish a relationship with your classmates and your lecturers because you don't know when you need help. You don't need to be rude to anybody. No matter how things get out of hand, you never see me throwing words with anybody. I try to handle things in the most mature way possible. Develop a relationship with your lecturers, and how do you do that? Answer questions in class. As even if you are wrong, you just want to present yourself as someone that always tries. Do you understand? I know that not all schools is like my school, but at least when they see your ID number, they see your name, they're like, oh, I know the student, she put in effort, something like that. They can always call you and say, okay, see, this is where I've noticed you have an issue, that type of thing. There are angels among us on earth, that type of thing. So basically that, develop a relationship with your course mates and your lecturers. Never be afraid to ask for help. Never, because you are paying money for it. Never be afraid to ask for help, to ask for direction, to ask, oh, what do you think is going to come out in exam? Listen to what other people have to say. Do you understand? It's medical school, you can never do it alone. One thing I want to say with a sound voice is stop the comparison. Don't compare yourself to other people. Don't say that, okay, this person is doing well in class, you're not doing well, this person is getting distinctions and you're not getting this. Stop it, because comparison is a thief of joy. As long as you're passing your classes and you're going to become a doctor, that is one of the most important things. Second of all, if you want a distinction, you have to put in more effort for a distinction. Medical school is already overwhelming sometimes. Do you understand? So you need to stop comparing yourself. You need to stop feeling less of yourself. And you also have to learn when to tell yourself the truth. Oh God, you're not reading enough, you haven't read this week. You have to tell yourself the truth. What if they decide to do a test next week? Can you answer questions? You have to learn when to tell yourself the truth. By the end of the day, you also have to stop self-comparison, because you would hate going to school, you would hate going to classes. Stay motivated. If you need to write quotes, write it down. And most importantly, when you need to cry, cry. But once you are done crying, my dear, clean your tears and get back to work. Clean your tears, because they don't care. The department does not care that you cried, my dear. The degree does not care that you cried. The only way they will know that you tried is when you show your workings, which will be your degree. Doctor so, Dr. Gold Usman, basically. Do you understand? So stay motivated, pray. Oh, this is supposed to be my last point, but it just came out of my mouth. Pray. Invest in your prayer life. Pray. You don't understand, like, pray, because it's by the grace of God. God is the creator of heaven and earth. He's the creator of man. You want to help God in taking care of his creation, you have to pray. You have to walk hand in hand with God. You actually have to work hand in hand with God. So you have to pray no matter what it is. Don't have say, oh, I have to perfect myself before I come to God. Come as you are, always show up, and God will always show up in your life. I promise you, pray. Take your time and pray. Always carry God along with you on your journey. There was a prayer I was saying at some point that, God, you are with me on this journey. I'm starting it with you. I'm going to finish it with you. You are going to be with me. You go before me, you go after me, you go with me. And that's just the way it is. And last but not the least, enjoy your journey. Medical school is fun. Sometimes it is actually fun. Enjoy your journey. Enjoy it. Don't rush it. Don't see it as a bad time. Try your best to enjoy it no matter the circumstance. There's some people who would repeat, who would receipt. That should not be discouraging. It's just not your time yet, which is fine. There, everybody has a time. Sometimes it's very hard to swallow. There was a time that we just finished writing anatomy and somebody told us this thing that, oh, some of you might fail. Bro, I had a bone to pick with that person, because that's not the right time to tell somebody that person we are writing exams. Why are you telling us that? Do you understand? But the honest truth is that people will fail and people would pick themselves back up. So always stay motivated. Know why you want to become a doctor in the first place. Don't lose hope. Okay, don't lose yourself. Look for a hobby. Have hobbies. Always have hobbies. Like me, I love creating content. I really love it a lot. And yes, sometimes I'm lazy, but I love it. Okay, so stay consistent in whatever you are doing in your endeavors, and I wish you the best of luck, my colleague, because we are both going to become doctors. Say amen. If you believe it, write doctor with your name in the comment section. Okay, so Dr. Godusman, write doctor in the comment section, and I hope you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bye guys.